Welcome back to Works in Progress, the series where we take you behind the scenes of what really goes into a professional campervan conversion. If you're new here, we are Wildworx. Every week we showcase the craftsmanship, challenges and creativity that drives our builds forward. Today is episode 11. We have not just one but two exciting builds going on in the workshop. We're diving into a medium wheelbase MAN TGE and a long wheelbase MAN TGE, each with its own layout, challenges and character. So sit back, enjoy the video, hit that like button, and if you enjoy our content, subscribe so you never miss what we're working on.
So we're back in the workshop. We've got two vans now, which are nearing the stages of completion. We've got one long wheelbase, one medium wheelbase, which you'll have seen if you've been following along the journey of these vehicles. We do currently have a standstill with this van. We've got it to a certain point where everything has been made and everything has been fitted and then mostly removed, purely because we have an inspector coming in to see the vans. He's coming in to have a look at how we fit everything, make sure that we're doing everything to code. As soon as he's been tomorrow, everything's going back into this van, and then this one will be finished. This vehicle's going through an IVA, which is an independent vehicle assessment. So basically, we bought this vehicle unregistered. We built it into a motor caravan. It's then going away to be checked to make sure that we've done everything as it should be done. It's quite an important thing for vehicles. Usually this would be done before it leaves the factory because it'd be released as a commercial vehicle, but because this is going to be a private vehicle, not commercial, then it needs to be done after the conversion. Usually that takes place within a kind of 6-week period from beginning of application to the finish, but there's been a huge bottleneck just now. Lots of excuses for it. Having spoken to the DVLA myself, having spoken to NCC, having spoken to IVA testers, there's a mixture of reasons. One of them is because of the fall of the value of the yen, and so there's been an awful lot of Japanese imports getting brought in, and companies are bringing in 50, 60 vehicles at a time and then booking up all those IVA slots because they require the same assessment as our vehicles do. So the market's just been flooded with the need for IVAs, but also because the government's been shutting down the IVA test centres, which has made it even harder. Usually you get the acceptance of your IVA, you phone up and you book a slot within a week to 2 weeks of that happening. We've been about a 3 to 4 month lead time. They weren't able to give us anything this side of the new year. So yeah, it's been a bit of an issue, but we'll get there in the end. So everything is now built for this van. We've got kitchens sitting there waiting, seats have all been upholstered, slide trays ready to be installed, gantries ready to go on, everything's done. Our ceiling has been fitted, all the roof's finished. Just waiting to put the gantries on once they've been assessed how they get fitted. The kitchen can then go back in. We've already got all our appliance cupboard done. All of our electrics are finished in there. So everything's already been in. Seats have already been in, fitted, tested. They can just go straight back in once the guy's been here. Yeah, this should come together reasonably quickly. If we move on to the long wheelbase that we've got here. Now this vehicle's nearing the later stages of completion. Kitchen's already fitted and put in place. Bathroom's pretty much there. We've got a couple of lights to go into it. And the internal ceiling of the bathroom. Dusty is currently making up the shower tray. Our bench seat has been fitted, the trimmer's fitted in underneath there, so it's a bit further forwards than usual, and it allows a lot more storage space at the back. Ceiling's gone in last week, all of our skylights and everything are in. We've got the front runner roof rack on the roof, the Vamoose awning rail on the side. We just got the brackets in for the solar panels, so that'll be getting fitted later on today as well. If we step around to the back, these customers, they are very much into their outdoor sports. So they're into their kayaking, stand-up paddle boarding, climbing. They've got loads of climbing gear. They're into skis and snowboarding. So they wanted to maximise space in the garage. So we've kept our appliance box here. They've got the pull-out Eurocrate storage in the top with the drying racks for all their wet stuff. We've pushed that back a bit to give them the full width of the vehicle should they need it. And we've done away with the storage on the left-hand side. Instead, what we've done is replace it with this full-length MOLLE panel. It's aluminium, it's something that we've had custom made for this customer, and this is now going to be available on our shop. It's got ring attachments, it's got all the fittings that you would need, so they'll be able to put their snowboards on, strap them up out of the way, and still have the full use of the garage floor. And we've already got their mattress and everything that came with the van. Their tap box is already made, just needs to be fitted. Their countertop and everything is done, flying through this, and this will be ready at the end of the week. Customers collecting early next week. So yeah, we're really excited and we're sure that they're going to be really happy with it.
We're all hands on deck to get this long wheelbase van ready for Friday. Dusty has just finished installing the worktop, while Fraser has fitted our Play Dirty MOLLE panels. The overhead gantries have been assembled and now Stu and Fraser are busy installing them into the van. Meanwhile, Dusty's given the shower tray a light sand to smooth things out. Now we're moving on to building the Euro crate slide out trays, an essential bit of storage that's become really popular in our builds. Cam is cutting the panels down to size and fitting the runners, making sure the tray slides in and out smoothly. He's tested it now to ensure that there's no catching or rubbing. The customer's cushions have also come back from the upholsterers and they look fantastic. We've got a rich tan leather with green stitching, which everyone here is loving. Finally, the wall brackets for the bed frame are already in place, so it's just a matter of building the frame and installing the bedboard next. So guys, obviously a very busy week at Wildworx this week. Dusty's just doing some foundation work for the control panel. What's going on here is basically we're cutting a support that's going to go against the skin of the van, and then obviously we then build the foundations for the control panel section going on top of that. So as Dusty's finishing up getting that all sorted, we're just going to go around and see how the lads are getting on with the other vans. We have got a Defender coming in. This is one of the last Defenders that we've got actually on the roster for the time being. We have just put hold on the Defender Works. Just as because of the conversions being just so busy at the minute, we're just not really finding the time to just juggle the two. But these are the seats that are going to be going in the Defender. Nice little bit of custom stitching that we've got on the headrest with the Play Dirty logo. They've actually come out really nice, them ones. But we'll go around and I'll show you what the lads are getting on with next door. So with both these vans being close to completion now, we are sort of pushing more for the long wheelbase as this customer's coming to collect Friday, but both these vans are at the final stages now, so it won't be too long until we've got some new vans in there and we're getting our teeth sunk into a new project. We've got a control panel unit that's getting put up here. So obviously what Dusty was doing was just finding the width for the support beam that's going to go just underneath this panel. So we've got obviously all of the electrics, these are all wired up as well. So we've got the lights that are now all functioning. So you can tell obviously with the stages that the lads have been getting on with at the van at the minute, progress has been quite a lot in the past week or so. As you can see, the van is looking like it's at the final stages now. Cam's just working on the bed frame, the bedboard. Stu's doing quite a lot of work just on the shower at the minute. Obviously, at the minute, it still looks like it's got a lot of wires hanging loose, but this is actually not far off being finished now. I've got all the black trim that's gone in and the mixer taps and the fixings that have all come to make, obviously, the shower a final piece. Got all the LED strip lighting that's going over the top here as well. Does make it kind of pop with all the black trim that you've got going alongside the sea decking. It's a nice feature. With the shower, we've got a few things that just going to finish it. We're going to get out of it and leave the lads to crack on with the work. But shower's got a few things to be done with, obviously getting the tambour door fitted, some framework with the aluminium strips to get put on. And then after that, they're just going to be water testing and making sure that there's no leaks, which is obviously majorly important, just to make sure that your campervan's not going out with any leaks or any openings where the water could get into and stuff like that. So as you can see, that van is very close to being done. We've told the customer a time frame and the customer's happy with that, and we're basically just working up to that time frame now. Foundation wise, it's all been done. The water system's in, the electric system's in, all of the furniture's in. It's just neatening up now and just getting it all perfect, ready for the customer to come and collect. Our Remus cab lines have now been fitted to the windscreen and front side windows. Fraser is making some small adjustments to some aluminium profile around the shower. Stu is finishing the electrical setup for the overhead control panel. Now the bed frame has been made, Cam is assembling the bedboard sections and is now bolting them down, ready for the mattress topper. While the long wheelbase MAN is coming through its final stages of the build, we've had some cool features added to the medium wheelbase MAN. A little demo of what hydraulic levelling looks like, easy to operate and very effective when finding yourself on uneven ground. While the team have been working away with these builds, we have had some exciting products arrive for our online shop.
So now that we've got pretty much everything okayed on this van, we've had it inspected, we've seen how we fit everything, and everything's up to scratch, which is great news for us, great news for our customer. We can now jump back to putting everything back together on this van and bring it up to the same stages as this long wheelbase, which I'm sure the customer will be absolutely delighted with. It means we can get rid of both these vans this side of Christmas, which is excellent news. This van is, by end of play tomorrow, will be finished, ready to go out the door. And we spend most of tomorrow just getting tested. So the guys have got everything together, and it's just a very kind of end of day tweaks now. So yeah, really happy with this, and customers very excited to come and see it. So don't forget, we've got the full van tour, so you can see the full finished article. That will be coming out next Friday, and then the full van tour for the medium wheelbase will shortly follow that one. We'll probably have another progression video in between that. So if you want to follow that van and see the van tour for this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can follow us along on the journey. Thanks for watching.